Said play up my pussy, but don't play up my emotions. If you spend some money, then maybe I just might fuck you. Wanna shake that ass, I'ma do the shit in slow motion.
Hi guys, this is gonna be a quick video. I'm gonna make it as fast as possible. This is a video that's gonna be on piercings. So let's get right into it. This is my recent piercing. I got this piercing about like 5 months ago or 4 months ago. It's probably been 4 months. So I'm now in a place where like I would say the piercing doesn't hurt as much anymore, to little at all. You know what I'm saying? Depending on like what I'm doing. I pole dance, so when I do pole dance, sometimes it hurts. But other than that, like I would say like the piercing is really healed. Caring for a belly piercing is very simple. I mean, if you have tattoos or other piercings, it's pretty much the same, where like even with tattoos you have to use antibacterial soap. So you have to use antibacterial soap for piercings, but then also buying a saline. You wouldn't do this for tattoos, but for piercings, buying saline, which is like salt water, spraying that on the piercing will help it heal a lot faster and quicker. And the process is a lot easier if you like do sea salt cleanses and so on and so forth. So the piercing is healing really well. When I got it pierced though, I will say I know because I have my nipple pierced that I was scared that it was gonna hurt as bad as my nipple piercing, but it doesn't. Of course it's like a pinch, it does hurt a little bit, but it's nothing like a nipple piercing. I've had my nipple pierced for about like 5 years now, so I would say I'm pretty much a pro in the nipple piercing area. The only thing with nipple piercings though, you have to be very careful. So I get bumps sometimes, and I realize the reason that I get bumps is because, you know, you still have to clean it, and I do clean it, but sometimes I realize that I get bumps when it's close to my period. And also if you are being physical with a person, you have to be careful of that. Like, of course they're probably gonna want to suck on it, put it in their mouth. Bacteria obviously is in our mouths, so that's gonna go, you know, into the piercing. And it's funny because it's always on a specific side. I guess it's the most sensitive side. I always get bumps right there. So with that, of course, you have to use like saline, you know, cleanse it, clear it. I've had, like I said, I've had it for 5 years. I still clean it every day. I still use soap, obviously like antibacterial soap every now and then, especially now that I have this, I, you know, use the same thing. And also there is like tea tree that you can use. Tea tree oil helped with bumps for me for my nipple piercing. I have had no problem with my belly piercing. Just wash it every day, twice a day, especially if it's new. And just, you know, take care of it. I will say the only thing that I will suggest, if you do decide if it's even the nipple piercing or belly piercing, I would say go to the place first and, you know, watch them change it for you. Because I will say with my nipple piercing, I'm gonna be real, I haven't learned my lesson. When I got my ears pierced, I didn't learn my lesson, and I didn't learn my lesson for my nipple piercing, but I'm learning my lesson for my belly piercing. So I had my nipple pierced for, I would say 6 months at this point, and it takes, I think, 6 months to a year, but really it takes a year for your nipple to heal. So within the 6 months to 7 months, I decided to change it on my own, and it closed up. And I went back to the nipple piercing place, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna have to re-pierce it for you. I didn't have to pay for it again, but it was literally the worst pain I've ever felt in my fucking life. So I would recommend, if you want to change your nipple piercing and it's too hard to twist off or whatever the case is, just go to the piercing place and have them do it for you. I would suggest it for your belly piercing too. If you're just too nervous, and then they can show you how to do it, perfect. I haven't changed mine because it's only been 4 months, so it's still healing. It takes 4 to 6 months for your belly to heal. So yeah, so that's pretty much my video. I have more stories when it comes to my nipple piercing, you know, but I will make another video on that one specifically. And that's all for this video. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoy this. Okay, bye.